Good evening. So I wanted to give you an update on how my first commute in my MG4 Long Range Trophy has gone. Now my commute is 70 miles in each direction. I live in Essex and my commute is in Luton of all places. Now the official WLTP figures of the MG4 Long Range Trophy is about 280 miles. Obviously in winter I was expecting it to drop quite considerably. Now this morning I set off and it was -1 degrees outside. I had the lovely little feature of being able to preheat the car. So I set that to 22 degrees using the mains charger off the house and the Type 2 charger. And I also preheated the seat as well, which is a very nice touch. I've never had that before. So I got in, did my drive to Luton, and the 70-mile journey there, it was motorway driving for most of it. It was averaging 3 miles per kilowatt hour, and I arrived at work with 65% charge. That is pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. The way home, it was about 3 degrees. It's night time, had the heater on, heater seat and things like that. It was a very comfortable place to be. Got stuck in traffic for a little bit as well on the M25, standard, and I've arrived home with 32%. So these are probably the toughest conditions that I could have asked the car to have done, and it's performed exceptionally. I'm really pleased that the range, there is going to be no range anxiety, I don't think. I think in the summer I'll be more inclined to charge it only to 80%. At the moment, just because it's so cold, I'm still keeping it to charge at the 100%. So yeah, I thought I'd give you an update on that, and also just what the drive was like as well. My first ever commute. It's it's great. It's so comfortable. It's really nice. It just eats up the miles. It's really nice. I would say that the lane assist is perhaps a little bit intrusive, so I will have to remember to turn that off. If you don't, then it can be a little bit aggressive in pulling you back into position. So I don't think I drift too much, but obviously it thinks I do. The traffic jam assist is actually great. I used that on the way home. It's the first time I'd used that, and that was really nice. It does sort of keep you really within the lane, and it maintains a distance really nicely between you and the car in front. That's something nice which I've not experienced before. And the automatic cruise control, I would say that one will take a little bit of getting used to. I found that in my ICE car, my Skoda, it's when you're approaching the car in front, that one knows that you're coming up to it, and it will just sort of ease off the accelerator, where this will just keep accelerating, and then we'll just hit the brakes. So I don't know if this is a setting which I just need to go into and play around with, just to make sure that's not quite so overzealous, because I can imagine if there's someone behind me, they might be thinking, well, what the hell is he doing? But yeah, otherwise, just a couple of little, probably teething problems on my behalf more than anything else. So yeah, that is my first ever 140-mile round trip in my MG4 in -1 conditions on the way into work, and then about +3 on the way home, and traffic. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Hope it's helped a few of you, maybe decide, okay, this is perhaps the car for you. It's got the range that I need. It's certainly got the range for me. I was considering maybe a couple of other cars. The VW ID Buzz was probably the other one which I really fancied, but the range on that, I've heard, is very affected by the cold conditions especially, and I think with that commute I would have been sweating on my way home a little bit, and or at least have just had to have charged at a charge point, which I don't really want to do after having done that sort of journey. I just want to get home and then just bang it on charge when I'm at my house and use my house electrics rather than having to pay for the public charger. So yeah, hope that was interesting. Hope it's enlightened you a little bit. I'll see you next time. Thanks.